Most people wake up already overwhelmed. Before they even stand, their mind have declared war. Regret from yesterday, dread of what's coming, shame over what they didn't do. Their morning isn't peaceful, it's a battlefield. But here's the truth, that chaos isn't your weakness. It's your power, wild, untamed, and waiting to be forged into clarity. Marcus Aurelius once faced the collapse of an empire and still wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoics didn't run from their thoughts. They trained them. With no smartphones, no playlists, no hacks, they used ancient tactics that rewired the mind before the world ever touched it. And that's exactly what this video is about. Not inspiration, not motivation, transformation. You'll learn 5 brutal Stoic principles, used by warriors, emperors, and outcasts to win the most important battle of the day, the one that happens inside your mind every single morning. Welcome to Stoic Philosophy Daily, where your story matters. Share your experience or your biggest struggle below. Every comment you leave is a gift. Here, your voice matters. We read with care, answer with heart, and treat your journey as part of our own. This is more than a channel, it's a circle of strength. If you're ready to command your mind before the world does, type in the comments, "I'm done waking up weak." Like, subscribe and prepare. Because the war doesn't start there, it starts the moment your eyes open. 1. Cut the cord before it coils you. The war for your mind starts the moment your eyes open, and most people lose in the first 5 minutes. One glance at the glowing screen and you're already reacting. Messages, headlines, likes, opinions. The scroll isn't innocent, it's engineered. And before your feet even touch the floor, your attention has been hijacked. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake to glowing screens, but he still faced distractions of power, ego, and chaos. He knew the principle. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He didn't start his mornings surrendering control. Why should you? Tomorrow morning, build what we call your digital fortress. Don't just flip your phone over. Remove it entirely. Charge it in another room. Buy a real alarm clock. When you wake, your mind should be a temple, not a terminal. Yes, it will feel uncomfortable at first, like something vital is missing. That's the withdrawal. That's the system screaming for your attention. But sit with it. Don't panic. Imagine your thoughts like a still lake, at first murky, disturbed, then slowly the water clears. You remember things, ideas return. Your mind starts to create rather than consume. That spark you thought died years ago, it's there. It was only buried beneath the noise. And here's the shift. When you control your first hour, you control your state. The Stoics didn't react. They prepared. They knew that mental strength isn't something that can be declared. It's rehearsed. If your day begins with other people's opinions, you become a pinball. If it starts with your principles, you become the architect. Try this. For the next 7 mornings, keep your phone outside the bedroom. Set your intention before you check a single message. Write down one clear thought before you absorb anyone else's. You may experience withdrawal as if a limb is missing, but that discomfort, it's the feeling of clarity returning, of sovereignty rebuilding. Ask yourself, if I don't own my first hour, who or what does? At Stoic Daily, we believe clarity isn't granted, it's reclaimed. One morning, one boundary, one breath at a time. Drop in the comments. I reclaim my mornings. What happens when you start your day as the creator, not the consumer? 2. Turn discomfort into your morning dojo. Most people don't wake up. They rise, eyes open, but the mind stays numb. They shuffle into the shower like ghosts, letting hot water dull what's left of their will. In those quiet minutes, they're not cleansing, They're surrendering not to dirt, but to comfort. And that's the real danger. Comfort doesn't scream, it whispers. It tells you to take it slow, to stay warm, to deal with life later. However, every time you prioritize comfort, you train your mind to fear resistance. Once that pattern sets in, life starts happening to you instead of through you. The Stoics understood this well. Voluntary discomfort is not punishment, it's preparation. Seneca, one of the wealthiest men in Rome, deliberately practiced poverty and self-denial. He wrote, "Every new thing excites the mind, but a mind that seeks truth turns from the new and seeks the old masters." He wasn't chasing pain, he was chasing sharpness. And nothing dulls the blade faster than a warm morning cocoon. Here's the alternative. Turn your shower into a mental dojo. End it with 30 seconds of cold water. Not lukewarm, cold. The kind that snaps your breath, makes your skin revolt, and your mind beg for escape. In that moment, you face a clean test. Instinct versus will. Your body will demand retreat. But if you stay just 30 seconds, something rare happens. You feel the moment your mind overrides fear. That is where rewiring begins. From comfort-driven to command-driven, from passive to intentional. It's no longer a shower, it's training. And here's the carryover. That cold water becomes a symbol. Later in the day, when you face a hard message, a tense conversation, or a surge of self-doubt, your body remembers. You already did something harder. Fear feels familiar. Discomfort becomes manageable. Don't just endure it. Practice amor fati. Love the cold. Thank it. Let it teach you. Breathe through it. Notice how your thoughts sharpen and the victim's voice quiets. You're not suffering, you're sculpting. This is why the shower becomes a sacred space, not just hygiene, but identity. The place where you remind yourself before the world interferes that you are not here to coast. You are here to command. At Stoic Daily, we believe controlled discomfort creates unshakable command. Drop this below. I train my will before the world tests it. And tomorrow morning, when the warm water tempts you, remember, the dojo is waiting. Will you step in or step back? 3. Pre-live your day like a warrior director. Most people step into their day like extras in someone else's movie. No script, no direction, just reacting scene by scene, hoping the plot works itself out. But you're not here to improvise. You're here to direct. The Stoics had a word for this: premeditatio, pre-living the day before it begins, not to control it, but to command your role within it. Epictetus wrote, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." He knew the mind, without a blueprint, becomes a servant to chaos. So tomorrow morning, don't reach for your phone. Close your eyes, breathe, and for 3 minutes become the director, actor, and audience of your own psychological battle. Picture the hard parts, not just the wins. Walk into that meeting that rattles your nerves. Hear yourself speak clearly, not perfectly. See that face, the one that usually pulls you off center. This time, you don't flinch. This time, you breathe through it. See the gym, the email you've been avoiding, the traffic, the temptation. And now imagine your response, not your impulse, your decision. This isn't fantasy, it's neurotraining. Olympic athletes do this, trauma surgeons do this, because your brain doesn't distinguish between vividly imagined rehearsal and real life. You are engraving neural pathways. You are removing hesitation before it hijacks you. You are rehearsing calm inside the chaos. And here's where most people fail. They only visualize the wins. You won't. You'll visualize the fight, the frustration, the fall, but also the rise, the bounce back, the way you choose clarity in the fire. Because when life throws the real punch, you've already taken the hit in your mind and stayed standing. This is how decision fatigue dies. When the moment arrives, you're not debating, you're executing, you're not reacting, you're remembering. That craving, you already walked past it. That trigger, already disarmed. That challenge, already faced and framed. Tomorrow, don't wake up passive. Wake up prepared. Script your day. Rehearse the blows. Pre-live the victories. Then step onto the stage with the quiet confidence of someone who's already done it once, because you have. At Stoic Daily, we believe clarity is earned before the world even speaks. Type, "I direct my day" in the comments if you're done living someone else's script. 4. Enter your war room before the world enters you. Before any soldier steps onto a battlefield, they study the terrain. Before any general gives an order, they build a war room. You don't need maps or a military staff. Your battlefield is your mind, and your war room is your kitchen table at 6 in the morning. And no, this isn't journaling. This isn't motivation. This is essay strategy. This is where psychological warfare begins, with a pen, a page, and a mind sharp enough to predict the invisible attacks of the day. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, facing literal war, wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I have to go to work,' as a human being." He didn't just rule, he rehearsed battle. So must you. Take 5 minutes, no more, no less. Set a timer and write what we call your battle plan, not a to-do list. That's for amateurs. Write down 3 enemies you'll face today. Procrastination, the urge to check your phone every 6 minutes, that meeting with someone who drains your energy. Name them, because unnamed enemies ambush you. Named enemies prepare you. Then write your counterattack, not vague affirmations, real tactics. When I feel the urge to scroll, I'll stand up and drink water. When that person speaks, I'll respond with calm, not explanation. What you're doing isn't cute, it's combat. Investment bankers do this before markets open, trauma surgeons before their shift, athletes before championship games. They replay the playbook, visualize every move, and mentally prepare for the pressure before stepping onto the field. They all know the same truth. The day is won before the day begins. But here's the move most people miss. Also, write what you will sacrifice. A Stoic doesn't just fight battles. They trade pleasures for power. That Netflix episode sacrificed for reading. That easy laugh with gossip sacrificed for depth. That soft avoidance sacrificed for truth. When you pre-choose your sacrifices, they stop feeling like losses and start feeling like investments in your future self. This is the mindset shift. Motivated people act when they feel ready. Strategic people act because the plan demands it. Your 5-minute war room is where you go from reaction to preemption, from anxiety to precision. You walk into the world not wondering what will go wrong, but knowing what you've already conquered on paper in advance before your first sip of coffee. That's not planning, that's power. At Stoic Daily, we believe every victory starts before the first step. Comment below, "My war room is sacred." What 3 enemies will you name, and how will you defeat them before they strike? 5. Weaponize morning silence. The world attacks you with noise the moment you wake up. Notifications, voices, opinions, demands, and most people respond by adding more. Music in the shower, podcasts over coffee, news before their first breath has settled. They call it productivity. In truth, it's avoidance. Silence has become dangerous because silence forces you to meet yourself. The Stoics understood this. Real clarity doesn't come from piling on more input. It comes from burning through mental fog, not passive meditation, not trying to empty your mind. But what they practiced was fierce, deliberate attention. Silence is used like a blade. Seneca warned, All cruelty springs from weakness. And the quiet cruelty most people commit each morning is this: drowning their own mind because they're afraid of what it might say. Tomorrow, you'll do something most people can't tolerate. For the first 15 minutes after waking, you will practice absolute silence. No music, no podcasts, no conversation, no scrolling. Brush your teeth in silence. Make your coffee in silence. Sit with it in silence. This isn't calm, floating quiet. This is active silence, alert, focused, as if you're scanning a dark room for movement. At first, discomfort rises. Your mind fidgets like a person with an addiction denied its fix. Then anxiety follows. Old thoughts rush in, unfinished decisions, lingering fears. This is the moment most people escape. But if you stay, something shifts. The noise thins. Patterns emerge. The problem you've been circling suddenly clicks. The answer doesn't shout. It arrives quietly, fully formed. This is why those who think for a living protect silence fiercely. Investors call it thinking time. Creators call it sacred hours. Monks built entire lives around it. They all discovered the same truth. Insight isn't downloaded, it surfaces. Your subconscious has been working all night, sorting, connecting, solving. But if you flood it with noise at dawn, those solutions never reach the surface. Silence isn't empty, it's loaded. Every breakthrough you've ever had arrived in quiet. Every intuition you ignored whispered before it vanished. In those silent minutes, you're not withdrawing from the world. You're accessing the deepest intelligence you have, the part of you that sees patterns, not distractions. What Carl Jung referred to as the deep mind, what athletes call the zone, what artists call the muse. This isn't spirituality, it's reconnaissance. You are gathering intelligence from the only system that has full access to your history, your instincts, and your unresolved questions. 15 minutes of morning silence will give you more usable clarity than hours of consuming other people's thoughts. At Stoic Daily, we believe that silence is not a sign of weakness, it's precision. Comment below, "I reclaim my silence." Tomorrow morning, will you drown your mind again or finally listen to it? Discipline is your declaration of freedom. These principles aren't routines. They're your declaration of independence from a mind that's been running on autopilot for years. You don't need to master all of them at once. Start with one. Commit to it for 7 days. Let it settle. Let it challenge you. Because the resistance you'll feel isn't failure. It's evidence that something deep is being rewritten. Your mind will push back. It will complain. It will bargain. It will tell you this is too much, too rigid, too uncomfortable. That's not a sign to stop. That's the old wiring fighting to stay alive. You're breaking patterns that were built through years of unconscious mornings and reactive days. Of course, it won't feel easy. Real change never announces itself gently. Now pause and look forward. Imagine 1 year from now, looking back at this exact morning, not as just another video you watched, but as the moment you stopped drifting, the moment you stopped letting life happen to you and started meeting it with intention. Your future self is watching this version of you right now, hoping you don't scroll past, hoping you finally begin. The Stoics understood a truth we've buried under comfort and distraction. Discipline isn't restriction. Discipline is freedom. When you master your mornings, you stop being pulled apart by impulse. When you master your mind, you stop living at the mercy of moods. And when you master your mind consistently, your life starts to align instead of fragment. At Stoic Philosophy Daily, we believe freedom is built one disciplined morning at a time. If you're ready to stop sleepwalking through your days, take a stand now like this video. Subscribe. And share it with someone who needs to wake up tomorrow, knowing the battle can be won before the day even begins.
If you're seeking more, discover the full path on my channel, Stoic Philosophy Daily.